I am Dr. Rose Atieno Ogutu of Delaware State University, and I am a 2021 Carnegie Diaspora African Fellow at the University of Ghana, Legon. One of the important aspects of my trip was to reach out to the community and to students on vegetable grafting, and it was very successful. We managed to put across 3 major workshops that managed to reach 40 people who are among stakeholders and 34 students who learned hands-on techniques on vegetable grafting. So this was very, very impactful because Ghana produces a lot of tomatoes, and one of the problems that tomato producers are now facing is disease, the soil-borne diseases, bacterial, viral diseases that could be combated using grafting as a tool. So the idea of using grafting as a tool to combat these diseases is because we have some plants that are from the same family as the tomato. Those are solanaceous plants that are very tolerant to some of the diseases that are devastating the tomato. So in this case, in Ghana, I worked with a student who was using the plant called goma. Goma is solanaceous. It's native to the place. It's very tolerant to some of those soil-borne diseases, and it can be used as a rootstock. So the idea is to kind of, graft the tomato hybrid variety that you're interested in on this rootstock called goma, so that, you eventually combat some of these diseases. So one of the things about tomato production in Ghana is that a lot of tomato is still being imported into the country. And yet tomato is one of the major vegetables that they use in their diet. So I thought that this was a very welcome technology. Most of the people were very receptive to it. And going forward with a lot more research, then they will be able to get to know more rootstocks that can be used so that, tomato production can be salvaged. Okay, one of the things I was impressed about at Legon, and especially at the crop science department, was the way they connect their classes directly with the practicals. And that is because most of their classrooms are right next door to where the demonstration farms are. So the students, as much as they are in the classroom, they also have, the idea that we have to go out there and actually practically do what we are learning in the classroom. So I thought that was a great way of, mentoring, especially ag-based students, because most of the stuff that we talk about in class are very, very practical in nature. One of the things that University of Ghana has done well is that they have an extension department that works in concert with the agricultural department out there, so that the technology that's gotten from the university can reach to the farmers through some of the people who work in the university. And I thought that was really well thought out, because that's one thing that we are really hoping that our African universities can do more of, connecting to the local person, connecting to the people who actually need that technology. So Ghana, is doing a very good job on that. And I saw the professors working on problems that, problems that directly affect the communities, bringing solutions to the problems that actually affect the communities, and then going back to them and through workshops, talking directly to them or demonstrating, or even just helping them participate in programs that will help give them solutions. And I thought that was really neat. So the participants of these workshops were very enthusiastic about the whole vegetable grafting idea. I reached out to students who are really enthusiastic about it, and to extension people, the people who work directly with farmers who are going to take this technology out to the farmers. So being a fellow provided me with a plethora of opportunities. I got to meet and talk to colleagues who are also professors and people who work at University of Ghana, Legon. I got to meet people during my escapades in visiting home gardens. I got to meet gardeners who are really practicing the gardening and actually living on selling plants. I got to visit a flower show, which was very, very good because it just showed me how the horticulture production is really catching up in Ghana, and how important it is in the realm of agriculture per se. Now, I loved the food. The food was very tasty. I particularly fell in love with, some of the basic foods like kenke and banku. I just love the fermented, taste that comes with it. So, and I thought that Ghana as a country really they have a handle on food preservation techniques, which I found was very different from what we have in Kenya, from where I originally come. My host, Dr. Nalamle Amisa, was great. She provided a wonderful environment for all this to work, a nice environment for me to mentor students, opportunities for me to share in teaching one of her classes, an opportunity for me to help, draft some curriculum, and an opportunity to meet most of her colleagues too, and even her parents. I would say that it was a very good fit. I met Nalamle when we were together at Cornell University, but later on, when we had a vegetable grafting conference, there was a vegetable grafting conference at University of North Carolina in 2017. So that's when we shared this workshop or international conference. She had come all the way from Ghana, and from here this fellowship was born. I mean, the idea of me going there to share my experience was born. So this is a classic example of what good networking can do. We meet at an international conference with a person that I went to school with, and then we figure out that, wow, we can work together for the good of our jobs, or for the good of mentoring students, or even just propelling our departments further. And I really like this. So networking is very, very important for our work in extension and teaching, in research. Let's continue networking. The Carnegie African Diaspora is designed to help African-born scholars to go back to the continent and give back. It kind of reverses Africa's brain drain. So, as scholars who may be trained in Africa and then partly trained here and now work in the United States and Canada, we are able to take back, some of the techniques that we learn, and we are able to reach out to students to help mentor them so that they can also dream. I am very grateful to my people here at DSU for allowing me to even take up this opportunity, allowing me to step off job for some time and then, go help my fellow Africans. Now, this is because our department really, really has extension in mind, reaching out reaching out to the people is one of the things that we do best. And this is just one of the ways in which they help us reach out, not only for the local people that we have in the US, but out in the diaspora internationally. And I really love DSU for allowing me to do this. Thank you.